And as promised, I am bringing you guys a posing video just to share some of my tips and the things that I have learned over the past few years with being a bikini competitor that might help some of you bikini gals out there. But before I do get into the tips, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning into another one of my videos. I know I've been kind of slacking on my YouTube game for the past few days, or it feels like it. But I do have a lot of footage to put out for you guys, so I'm just working on getting that edited so I can catch you all up to speed and keep you updated with the rest of my prep and how everything has been going. But with that being said, let's move on to the posing tips. The first thing you need to keep in mind is that everyone's physique is different, so you're going to want to play around with your front pose, your back pose, try out different variations just to see what looks better with your physique. The main goal is to make yourself look as proportionate and symmetrical as possible. The bikini division isn't about who's the most shredded, who has the biggest glutes, who has the biggest shoulders. It's about symmetry and overall balance. So you really want to make sure you're playing around with your options and making sure that everything looks proportionate at the end of the day. For some girls, they will have bigger legs. So if you have bigger legs, I would recommend you to bringing them closer when you're doing your front pose. And if you are the opposite like me and have smaller legs and a bigger upper body, then you want to make sure that your legs are a bit wider so you're getting that X frame that we all strive for. And just like with the front pose, there's a few different variations for the back pose. Make sure you look into your federation and see if they require any kinds of specific poses. If not, then you can do either your legs wide apart, your legs crossed over, or just one hand on the hip, and then putting the weight of your glute on the opposite hip. The biggest thing with glutes is that you always want to make sure you keep them up. Don't let them sag down. Even when you're walking on stage, just whatever you do, keep those glutes up. Even when I do my front pose, I really try to keep them up because that's what's going to make them pop from the side when you're doing your front pose. And then here you can see me telling Gabby how much of a difference it makes when I keep my legs closer opposed to when I do keep them wider apart. It just gives me that X frame rather than making me look like a Y. Another thing that really helps me shape up my physique more when I'm doing my front pose is really squeezing whatever arm I hang out to my lat, because that makes my shoulder pop. And then the last thing you want to do with your posing routine is make sure you put your personality into it. You don't want to just go on stage and go through the motion, because there are a lot of girls who already do that. So if you want to stand out and you want to be picked to be in that top call out, then really putting some sass and just some of yourself into your routine is really going to make you stand out and bring a difference. As you guys see, I do a little shoulder nod. I've always done that because I don't know, I don't know. I like it. But yeah, right here I show the different back variations. I feel like when I bring my feet closer together, it makes my hamstrings and my glutes pop a bit more, even from the side. So you really want to practice, you really want to try different variations, watch a lot of routines, see what looks better on your physique. Like I said, you don't want to just copy someone else and do what they're doing, because it might not be the best look for your physique. So always keep that chest up, always keep them glutes up, squeeze those shoulders against your lat, and just shine up there on stage. Be confident. Think of everything that you've accomplished and just let that shine through on stage. So I hope that helped you guys, and thank you so much for watching.